Your starting weapon for the game is going to need to be the ASG. It is a really powerful weapon even with no attachments, but these are the recommended attachments that I have: full choke, reinforced barrel, Ranger foregrip, extended mag 2, assault grip, light stock, steady aim laser, and rapid fire. Throughout the game, I hope you've been upgrading the ASG as much as you can, pack punching it, and getting the beam smasher, because you're going to need this for the first step of the Easter egg. And you can either craft it or you can get it from the mystery box. The crafting guide is linked in the description down below. So with the beam smasher, you're going to want to go to one of the tentacle traps around the map, and you're going to want to just spray it, shoot it for a few seconds. One of them will have the hard drive that you can pick up. Now with the data box, you want to head back to spawn and give Peck it. The next step, you're going to need to find 3 different numbers. The first number is at next to quick revive in the interrogation map, and it's going to be whichever the hour hand is. So my game, it is 3. The next number is going to be in the cafeteria, and it's going to be on this corkboard. It's a playing card number, so my game, it's 6. And then finally, it is in where this crafting station is, and it is the day since last injury, and that's 8. Now head back down into the biolab, and you want to interact with this machine in the middle. You just need to interact with the keypad. So mine was 3, 6, 8, and then interact with the valves. The valves will turn, and it'll start a sort of mini boss fight. Once you take him out, a cutscene will start. After the cutscene is finished, hop down the edge of the platform, and underwater you will see a key card. Pick it up. Now with key card in hand, head underneath the half-sunken boat and climb up this ladder. In here, you'll have to basically survive a lockdown event as soon as you pick up one of these connectors. Once the lockdown is done, a maximum will spawn and you're able to exit the room. Now there's going to be 2 locations that you need to head to with this connector. The first one is going to be at the Crab Island, and this could be a connection spot that you need to interact with. The next one is underneath the sea machine, or whatever it's called, right here. And the final one is by Speacola. Once you put it in the first part, you need to head back to the ship and grab the second connector. And with the second connector, go to the next location, missing the part. Once all the talking is done, head back to Peck and he will give you a hacking device. Now before you do this next step, you want to be semi-set up. Just get a couple of monkey bombs and be prepared, because it's going to go straight into the next step of the Easter egg immediately after that, and it's going to be timed. What you need to do is head out to sea and find one of these buoys with a satellite dish on it. Once you interact with the satellite dish, it'll pop up with a hacking device for the Project Danus, and it'll start a 2-minute timer where you need to go around to other buoys around the map. So you can just follow my lead. You can actually do this in a relatively good time. And as you can see here is another buoy. And finally, here is the last one. As you can see, I still had 40 seconds left to spare. Now a countdown has started for bombs. You need to head quickly back into the biolab. So in the biolab, you'll see these different bombs. You want to interact with them. Now don't worry if you get kicked off of them. You can run around and interact with them slowly as you go around in a circle. So you don't need to worry about getting cornered, as they will keep their progress. Holy, that was close. Well, just like that, once you're done, all the zombies will despawn. And that is it. You can go into the boss fight if you want to right now. But firstly, I recommend getting it set up. So getting all the perks that you can, like Jug, Speed Cola, Stamina, maybe Elemental Pop, and definitely Quick Revive for your quicker health regen, Max Armor, Tier 3 Pack Punch, Dead Wire on your weapon, and also making it a legendary. Once you got everything set up and you're ready to go, don't forget that you can bring in score streaks. I would recommend either a chopper gunner or the mutant injection. Chopper gunner would probably be better, honestly, because the mutant injection, you won't be able to deal damage to the boss while you're trying to survive and, you know, not die if you panic quick it. Let's go ahead and interact with the door and head in. So now you're in the boss fight, you basically just gotta start shooting him. And as soon as you start shooting him, he's going to slam down. You want to avoid that. But you'll see these boils on each side of him. Well, you'll see a boil on his side. You just want to shoot that. And then run off to the side before he slams down on you. Then on the other side, we'll spawn another one. Just spam shoot it. Don't forget to grab ammo. There is some in the back. He's doing a side swipe, so you just want to avoid that. Just pay attention to his attacks, what he's going to be doing. But keep shooting that boil. He's going to keep slamming down, trying to hit you, trying to kill you. Keep focusing on the boils. And eventually Patient 13 is going to drop down and just kind of not exist for a moment while he's upgrading himself. Just run around in circles, avoiding zombies if you can, because this is a timed event. Taking out manglers. Just try and take out, if you can, the manglers and the amalgamations so that they don't overwhelm you, because it's fairly easy to get overwhelmed. Alright, once he's back in, a Maxium will spawn in, and all you need to do is still same attacks, avoid them, but he's gonna be fiery. Just shoot his mouth. His mouth is now a weak spot as there is no more boils to shoot. Once you're done shooting the mouth, should enter to the next phase and his tentacles will start glowing. You need to shoot the spores that are on his tentacles. And once again, once he's done, he'll drop down once again. And it is another timed event, so just run around, you don't need to shoot zombies. Once again, Patient 13 will be back up. And it's the exact same as before. He's going to drop down, and as you can see, he's going to glow. Ooh. And there's a certain attack that he will have electricity popping out from the top of him. Want to drop down into the water so that you don't get hit by the electricity. But once you're back up, just hit him in the eyes. He's going to keep slamming down, doing the exact same attacks, just adding in that electricity one and a tongue one. So keep shooting the eyes. Electricity, drop down into the water. And the water is a pretty, generally a safe place, so you can just drop down here if you really need to. If you're running low on health. Okay, that doesn't help any. Oh my god. Doing a side swipe. Again, get back up here, shoot the eyes. Avoid his side swiping. Pretty nice, he'll take out the zombies for you. They're in the way. Then he'll switch back to his orange form, lava form, and shoot his mouth once again. He's basically just going to switch back and forth between forms until you defeat him, and that's basically it. Well, say basically it. That is it. That's the boss fight. It's kind of hard to explain because I want to explain while actually doing it, but yeah. There is another attack that we didn't actually get to see, but he will stick out his tongue. That, there's not really any way to avoid it if you're stuck in the middle when that happens. The way to avoid it is kind of to stay off to the sides maybe, or jump in the water if you feel like he's going to attack. But if he grabs you with his tongue, you will insta down. Same with the giant swipe from the electricity. And if you decide to stay in the game, you're going to get a ton of points from salvage, workaholic, and the ray gun to finish everything off.